Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a live reading session. So in this session, if you would like to have your question answered, send $11.11 plus your question to paypal.me/rainbowharmony. And if you would like to know what number you are in line, all you have to do is comment, and my assistant will let you know when your question will be answered. I will be answering about 20 questions. So this will be going on for maybe 2 or 3 videos, maybe 4. And I'm very excited to be here. And I'm just gonna relax for a second and kind of sort through my cards a little bit and wait for people to join. I already have about 10 people signed up, so I still have, as of right now, about 10 spots still open. And when the spots are closed, then I will let you guys know. What's up, you guys? So excited that you guys are here. And if you honestly just want to answer, even if you don't send me a payment, if you honestly just want to like hang out and receive any answers through other people, sometimes the questions people ask can have the answer to your question as well. Maybe there's messages that will come out for you that will be in alignment for you. If you just want to watch for entertainment or because you're interested in how this works, go ahead. And if you feel called to participate, feel free to send over the payment and your question, and then we will let you know which number you are in line. So I'm very excited to do this session. This is not a free session. I still do free sessions every so often. I did one a couple days ago, but some of you guys were requesting, like, can I just send like a little bit over and you can answer a question? Some people like really want to make sure their question gets answered, so I do paid sessions every once in a while. And I promised you guys I would be doing more of these around the holidays, and so I'll probably do another one next week, and so stay tuned. I always end up posting about it. Make sure you guys subscribe to me so you get my notifications. I'm very excited to get started with you guys here. So is Corey here? Comment if you're here, Corey. And just to let you guys know, send $11.11 plus your question to paypal.me/rainbowharmony. You just type that in, a screen should come up, and it'll just prompt you to type in the amount. And then there's a section where you can fill in your question, and then you just pay through a card. And then if you want to know like when I'm going to answer your question, people are having to wait in line. So you just comment, and then my assistant will let you know. If you have any issues, if you type this in and nothing comes up, just comment and my assistant will drop a direct link so you can just click on it. Can you drop a link, John? My paypal.me link. My assistant's gonna drop a link in the comments that you can just like click on. Yeah. So just to be clear on how this works, you guys, you send $11.11 plus your question to this address here online, and then I answer your question. I already have 10 people that have signed up, so I'm gonna do theirs first. You'll just kind of have to wait. My assistant will keep you guys updated on who's coming up next. And yeah, some of you guys are asking, can you participate now? I still have spots open. I still have about 10 spots open. Once it's closed, I'll let you guys know, but I still have spots open. It's not too late if you want to join in on this session or if you have a question. It's a really decent price. Very excited to get started. And you know what's pretty cool about this too is I upload the videos after, so you guys are able to watch it again. So I'm doing this live, but afterwards the video uploads so you can watch your reading like over and over again and kind of have it for future reference. And I don't delete the video either, so it's up there for a long time, at least maybe even forever. You guys will be able to access your reading. I don't give out any personal information either. If you would like me to call you a different name, you can write that in when you send your question. I don't say the name of the person. If you're like want to know a love reading or something, I won't say the person's name. Don't give away your details. It can be as private or as anonymous as you'd like it to be. Aw, thank you so much with the Wild Heart. With the Wild Heart says, love your readings. They always resonate with me and you always have positive messages. Thank you so much. I always try to keep it positive. Want to lift you guys up. There's only 11 light coming from the other side, so that's what I channel. And yeah. So you guys, one more time, just to clarify with you, this is not a free session. I still do free sessions sometimes, but for this session, if you really want your question answered, send $11.11 plus your question to paypal.me/rainbowharmony. If you have trouble accessing this link when you type it in on your computer, just send a comment and my assistant will drop you a link you can click on. There are people who are waiting in line. I'm going to be answering about 20 questions over the next couple hours. So if you want to know what number you are when you're coming up, just comment and my assistant will let you know what number in line you are. And my assistant is receiving your questions right now and is answering. Amika, my assistant, will answer you. Sasha, my assistant, will answer you. Just be patient. All right, you guys, we're going to start with Corey's question first, okay? First person in line. So what was Corey's question? So it's what are the requirements?
What are the duties?
Okay, so Corey has a very spiritual question, and it is, what are the duties of a spiritual judge? And this is such an interesting question. I'm going to go ahead and draw some cards and then channel through a message on this. So what are the duties of a spiritual judge? Very interesting. Drawing the cards for Corey. It's so interesting. So what the cards are saying and what I'm really feeling the energy is here about the duties of a spiritual judge is somebody who can reveal the truth. Somebody who is a truth seeker. So this is somebody who understands that on this planet, on this earth, you reap what you sow. This is a spiritual judge would be somebody who helps to maintain this balance. Helps to maintain this balance. Sometimes people can draw false conclusions and can make unjust decisions based on disinformation. Maybe these people are motivated by fear or greed or prejudice, and this can cause problems. You know, sometimes people will deliberately pervert the truth or pervert the course of natural justice, or even sometimes by a mistake. But a spiritual judge has honest, wise, and impartial scrutiny. Somebody who's not biased. A spiritual judge can see that the truth becomes hijacked sometimes and twisted to become a false message, disguised to confuse and instill fear in people. So I see a spiritual judge as somebody who is a wise seeker, somebody who tests false messages and discerns the validity of harmful accusations. So somebody who is this spiritual judge is also somebody who will understand quickly who the perpetrator of lies and falsehoods is, and somebody who will be judged as a reliable source. So this is somebody who tells the truth, somebody who moves out of the way and is able to look at a situation or a person or something that's been said, something that's been done, and is able to see the truth in it, who can either relay that truth or who can make space for the universe to be able to do its work. Ultimately, serving the justice isn't necessarily the job of somebody who is a spiritual judge. You know, leaving that to karma, leaving that to the universe, trusting in the natural order of things, the natural justice, that you reap what you sow. Having that trust in that is also very important to somebody who is a spiritual judge. And also somebody who's gracious and someone who's kind, somebody who can see the light in others, but also isn't led astray by trickery, by falsehoods. Any final messages about the duties of a spiritual judge for Corey's question? Somebody who can help others to set goals is important. If you're in this situation where people are coming to you as like this spiritual judge, then helping people to set goals to move towards the light, to move towards the truth, helping people to find their truth. The truth seeker is the message that I'm getting. Somebody who has grace, can give others grace. Also, of course, somebody who has integrity, which is doing the right thing when no one's looking. Someone who has the willingness to look at situations from that higher universal perspective. So Corey, I hope that this helped answer your question. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you next time. Peace out. So you guys, I'm just shuffling my cards back into the deck, and John is letting me know who is next and what the next question is. So great to see all of you here. For those of you guys who just joined, I still have a couple spots open. So if you would like for me to answer your question right now, send $11.11 plus your question to paypal.me/rainbowharmony. You just type that in your browser. A screen should pop up and you type in 1111, you type in your question, you make your payment, and then if you want to know which number in line you are, because you are waiting in line, I'm going to do about 20 readings. I have about 19 left. Comment and my assistant will let you know what number in line you are. So John, who is next? I know you're answering a lot of questions right now, but...
Katerina.
Okay, so Katerina.
This is my first reading with you. Thank you. Energy is awesome. Love. Okay, I'm attracting my divine partner. I'm trying not to care about the timing and everything, but
Okay.
it's getting hard to keep it up because it's always, quote, soon, or very, very soon.
Yeah.
And I don't want to live in the state of waiting anymore.
Okay.
So my question would be, how can I surrender, and whether or not there's something I need to know about the situation?
Okay, so we're getting a love message for Katerina, who's trying to attract her divine partner, and she probably wants, it sounds like from what you're saying, that you really would like a timeline on when this person will be coming in your life, which I can definitely do, and then anything else that comes up, and just how to let go and surrender to the flow of the situation. So let's just go ahead and pull some cards for you, Katerina, and this is your first reading from me, so I'm very excited. Thank you so much for your support, and I hope that this provides clarity and balance and peace for you. So, seeing the energy here. Okay, I think this is the timeline. Okay. 1 second. All right. So here's what I'm seeing, Katerina, is that there's a message coming from the other side that your focus right now, as far as how to let go, is really to focus on your finances and career. There's a message that financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So I'm getting the message that maybe you've been struggling in this area, or you've been working towards a promotion or towards finding more stability in this area of your life. And I'm seeing that that's exactly where you're supposed to be right now. Everything's always happening in divine timing. And if you think about it, if you did meet somebody right now in your love life, maybe that wouldn't necessarily be the best timing, because perhaps that could distract you from the work that needs to be done here. So I'm seeing this is an area, this might be a blockage that you need to work on and you need to work towards. And it's always a balance too. They're saying free yourself. I feel like this is free yourself from the stress in this area of your life. Allow yourself to have fun, allow yourself to play. It's about creating a better work-life balance for yourself. And so I'm definitely seeing, if you can, spending more time outside or taking walks on the weekend, or maybe doing some gardening. And maybe it's not the best time of year for that, depending on where you are, if it's cold or rainy or snowy or it's winter. But I'm also seeing just anything you can do to kind of get outdoors, even if it's playing in the snow for a little bit. There's just a message that going outside is going to be able to help you. And then, of course, there's some work that needs to be done here. You know, maybe it's speaking up to get that raise that you deserve. Maybe it's speaking to your boss, trying to get that promotion. If you feel like you're not being paid enough, or you're working so hard, you're getting not enough in return, or you're feeling like you're in a toxic work environment. This could be talking about brushing up your resume and working towards another situation which is going to create more stability for you. So I think there's some change that's coming in that area of your life with your work and with your career. That's being like highlighted right now. I think that's going to happen before this person comes in your life, okay? So I do see what's been hard for you in the past is you've gone after certain people in love, or you connected with people, but it's been met with this unrequited love. You know, maybe you flirted with someone, you hung out with someone, or you dated somebody 1 date or 2 dates, and then you found out, you know what, there's just not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this going. So it's been frustrating, but they're saying keep an open mind. I have a feeling that your soulmate might not be someone that you're expecting, or it could be someone you haven't met yet. That's what this card is saying. So cut the cords with anyone that you have a huge, like, strong connection with, or a crush on, or an ex or anything, because I feel like they're saying clear your energy, let go of your expectations. There's somebody coming that, you know, maybe it's somebody who's been underneath your nose this whole time, or maybe it's somebody new, but I definitely feel like it's very unexpected. And so this is, you know, trying to let go of, you know, the worry and the predicting, the trying to control the outcome here, and trusting that the universe has heard your prayers, your affirmations, and your visualization, that it's working to bring you and your soulmate together. And so then we see the trust card here. Trust. And that's something we do as humans. We're always trying to like figure things out. We're very analytical. We're always in our head about certain situations. And so I feel this message about just trusting and letting go. And that's exactly what you were asking, like, how do I let go? Well, I feel like putting your energy and your focus here and also into your work-life balance is going to free up that thought space for you to be, for the universe to be able to come in and do the work it needs to do. And I do see somebody coming in. You know, I see you're on the other side of a separation and it was difficult for you, but they're saying you're attractive. See yourself as attractive, and you do attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So being fully in the moment, fully in the present, anything you can do to make yourself feel more attractive. I tried a new perfume today and I felt sexy. I don't know. It was just like this smell I was carrying with me. I was like, I think I'm going to go out and get this perfume. Sometimes it's something little like that, or it's, you know, purchasing a new lip gloss, or maybe getting your hair cut a different way or something. You remember to put, you know, a little bit of work, a little bit of effort into yourself. Show yourself off. Show off your unique beauty. Maybe look into what eyeshadow will really make your eyes pop, or gifting yourself that nice hand lotion that just makes your hands feel soft and pretty. Whatever it is, everyone has like these different things you do that make you feel comfortable, make you feel attractive. Of course, this feeling comes from the inside out. I always recommend affirmations for this. I love Jason Stevenson's channel here on YouTube. He has some really great affirmations called I Am Beautiful that really help with boosting that confidence and shining that light from the inside out. But I'm also seeing a message about, you know, just doing little things. Like you see, she's got her blush on, she's wearing this color that suits her really well, she's got her hair done, and you know, sometimes just doing yourself up a little bit, like expecting, like, today's the day I can meet someone. You never know. I want to look my best, you know? Carry yourself with that confidence and poise. And don't forget that playfulness is really what attracts love. This says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So I see this as kind of the path to you connecting with this person in love. And they're saying, don't worry about being attracted to this person. I think there's a fear here that you're going to have to settle. It's like, you're like, maybe I'll just have to end up with somebody who, you know, I don't really feel the chemistry for, or maybe there's chemistry, but I'm not really attracted to them. Am I going to have to settle for less here? And the answer is absolutely not. The person who's coming in your life is a past life relationship, meaning you've been with them before in a past life. You guys are going to have an instant connection. There's going to be attraction. It's going to go both ways. It's going to lead to passion for sure. You guys are going to have a really intense connection. I see this working out. This person is definitely coming. In about 9 months, there's going to be a crossroads. And I see this crossroads as realizing, like, I have to make a change. This could have to do with the job. I see this crossroads, and then 2 months later is when you meet the person. So definitely in 2019, you will be meeting this person, but a couple more months need to go by. Energy needs to change. This area needs to be worked on right here. And then I see this person coming into your life. So check out my 2019 yearly review I did. It's a free reading on my channel, and I go month by month for 2019, and you'll see that like the first couple months of the year, there will be a lot of people connecting in love then, but then there's a lot that's going down in like March and April and May. I don't see a lot more connections until around July, August. September-ish, and so that would actually put you in alignment with that. Probably perhaps around September, maybe even October is when you're going to connect with this person. So you're very, very close. Don't give up. I think that's why you're getting so many cards that have been saying very soon, very soon. This is soon, within a year, that's soon. And I think that you're very close. I just think your finances and your career really need your attention right now, and then you'll be on your way to this new beginning. You'll be ready, and you won't be in a place where you're having anxiety, like you're connecting with this person, it's awesome, you're getting to know them, but then in the back of your mind, you're having anxiety about this. I don't think that's the plan. I think that you're supposed to get this foundation set, and then you'll be able to put your full attention into this new connection and really be able to enjoy it and be present and be in the moment. So continue to work on that. Continue to work on your stability and your foundation and your playfulness, being in the moment, work-life balance, making any changes you feel like you need to make, and take it slow and steady. There's no rush. This person will show up at the perfect time. So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support. And what I do in a full reading, because I do offer like video readings or you can Skype me, is if I did a reading like this, usually next I would look and see who is this person, what is their personality like, what do they look like. Like I can definitely do that in like a full reading if you're ever interested in the future. So yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate your support, and we're moving on to the next person. Just clearing my energy. So just want to let you guys know that this is not a free session, so unfortunately I won't be able to answer anybody's questions for free, but I will be doing free sessions again in the future, as I do so often. For this session, if you'd like to participate, send $11.11 plus your question to paypal.me/rainbowharmony. Just type that into your browser. A page should pop up. And you can enter the amount in. Then there's a space where you enter your question. And then you can just come back here and drop a comment, and my assistant will be letting you know like what number in line you are. So I just did a couple. We have probably 18 more people left to answer. Some of you guys will be waiting a while. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, let's take the next person.
Angela.
Okay, so this is for Angela.
Has an interview on the 14th.
Okay, 14th.
What can you tell me about this possible opportunity?
All right, so Angela, you have an interview on the 14th, and you're wondering what I can tell you about this opportunity. Well, what I do have to say so far is this is a really great time for an interview, because finally, after months and months and months and months, we barely have any more planets retrograde. In fact, it's just Uranus that's retrograde. It's really not that big of a deal. If you had this interview a couple weeks ago or in the beginning of fall, end of summer, I would have said, oh gosh, this is a bad time. But the doors are open. I feel like pretty good vibes around this for you. It's just a matter of like if you're a good fit. I'm kind of seeing a yes message here, but I just want to clarify. Okay, so I do feel like there will be a male interviewing you. This person wants to know that you're sensible. Usually people are going to look in others for qualities they have in themselves. And so when you see this person, you want to definitely present yourself as very earthy and very grounded. So to prepare for this interview, there's a message about getting your feet in the dirt before. That's something that will really help you to make sure you're anchored in, like you're feeling confident in yourself, you've got good energy. So if before the interview, even if it's freezing cold outside, even if it's raining, get your feet in the dirt. Even if you gotta wash your feet and warm them up after, just do it. Get your feet in the dirt sometime in the morning before your interview. Say a prayer, take some deep breaths, and make sure that you show up in a really balanced state. Obviously, you're gonna be like a little nervous and have some anxiety before this interview. Anybody would, but that's gonna help you. I'm also seeing a message, if you have time to go to a crystal shop, get some adventuring crystal. And I don't know where my crystal is. I had it laying around. It's like a teal, it's like a crystal that's like this color. Adventuring crystal would be really good to carry in your pocket for this interview because it attracts spontaneous adventure, decisions. It attracts money and abundance, and it's also healing and has a calming effect, and it's also good luck. And so if you have a chance to, and you have some adventuring crystal, bring that with you. I think that would actually be really good vibes to go in there with. Also, you might already have your interview outfit picked out, but wearing the color blue usually shows that you're loyal, that you're trustworthy, that you're honest, that you're kind. And another message is, I don't know if you have any control over the time that you go to the interview, but if you go to the interview early in the day or towards the end of the day, you will have a more lasting impression. And actually research and studies even show this. You will have a more lasting impression if your interview is at the beginning of the day or the end of the day. So if for some reason your interview is in the middle of the day, you just got to make sure you make a really good impression with your energy. But they're saying yes. I'm not sure if you're going to actually move to the place where this job is located, or maybe because of receiving this job you get to move somewhere, but this is talking about moving. Also seeing a message about fake it till you make it. You might be asked some questions in this interview of some stuff that like you don't know about. Obviously you don't want to lie, but this card is talking about like kind of trickery, going with the flow, putting your best foot forward. And so it's as if they ask like, are you familiar with Excel? And maybe you're not, but that's the only thing that you don't know in the whole interview, and you just want to say yes. And then you're gonna go home and you're gonna go to Barnes & Noble or something, and you're gonna buy Excel for Dummies, and you're gonna train really, really hard so that when you show up on your first day, you know what you're doing. So, you know, obviously you don't want to fluff it up and make it seem like you can do all these things you can't. But if there's like one thing they mention, I kind of get the feeling there's one thing they want to know if you can do, and you might not be as familiar with it. But I see you're a quick learner, and that's something you should definitely emphasize. And if you got to fake it till you make it, you know this is the job for you, you know this is the right fit, you can learn whatever you need to learn before you show up, and just make sure you do it. Make sure you hold up to your word. This will be a good foundation for you. This job might not necessarily be something you're super passionate about, but it'll give you opportunities to be able to invest in yourself more and be able to invest in your passion. I see there's like a pay raise with this job. It'll be a good foundation for you. I feel like it's really possible you'll get this job. I think you need to walk in there with the attitude like, I've got this, and be pretty confident in it. I think that this person is looking for somebody who's confident. And sometimes in interviews, you might be worried, like, if I come across as confident, are they going to think I'm like cocky, or I'm intimidating, or I'm full of myself? And I think this person who's interviewing you needs somebody who's strong and somebody who can take the reins and wants to see somebody that's sure of themselves. And I think that's you. Don't worry about being too humble in this interview is definitely a message. They're also saying visualize what it would be like if you got this interview. Like, spend some time, like literally exactly what would you do? Like, if you got out of there and you got the call and they said you got the job, like, what would you do? Would you go to a certain place and, you know, buy yourself a celebration little treat or something? Or, you know, would you go grab a glass of wine and toast with somebody over it? What would you do? Who would you call? Like, imagine yourself calling and telling your friend, I got the news. And, you know, imagine yourself going out shopping and getting the you know, the work clothes you need or those new work shoes or whatever. Like, really put yourself through that scenario in your mind. That's a really good manifestation tip as well. And then just more repeated messages about strength. Like, you need to portray strength to this person. They don't want to see that humble side of you. They want to see the strength. They want to see that you've got this. They want to see that you're grounded. You might even need to present yourself almost more like an earth sign, somebody who's got that earthy energy, who's solid like a rock. And then I see fulfillment. I see fulfillment here. I think it's very possible you're going to get this job. But at the same time, I'm also seeing a message about patience. It might be that you get this job and you realize, this isn't my passion, this isn't what I thought it would be. And so they're saying you need to be patient and work on branding yourself in the meantime. I see you on an entrepreneur path. I think a lot of people who are coming to me, I've done readings for, a lot of you guys are going to be starting your own businesses or your own company or, you know, selling a product or a service. There's so many opportunities online these days. So, you know, continue to work towards your own opportunities. This job is not the end all be all, but I feel like for you, it would be a good situation. So they're saying be open to the responsibilities this job has in store for you. And then, yeah, I see a message of love. You could meet somebody at this job, or maybe somebody, if you're connected with someone in love, they'll be happy for you. And so, yeah, that's what I would say. What will the path look like if you get the job? I feel like you'll get along really well with the people at this job and the coworkers. What will the path look like if you don't get the job? If you don't get the job. Are you gonna get the job? Yeah. Gonna get the job. Get the job. Get the job. Just want to clarify here. Okay, so if you do get the job, we're seeing money here. We're seeing you being connected with a group of people that are really great for you to be around. I feel like this is a good work environment. I don't get a toxic feel, but I do see struggle, and I feel like you would kind of be a little bored at this job, to be honest. But I mean, who isn't bored at work sometimes? You know, even I get bored sometimes. So, and I feel like you'll be able to look at the future and plan some new things. I see some new investments, perhaps a move, like I mentioned. If you don't get the job, I feel like you'll still be happy because, and that's what this is saying. If for some reason there's a challenge with you not getting this job, it's because there's a specific path that's being carved out for you, and this just isn't it. I still see you celebrating. I feel like if you don't get the job, you'll just realize it wasn't a fit for you. I feel like this is 100% in your hands. I feel like the question really is do you want this job? And when you show up and when you see what it's like and you connect with the people and you see the person who's interviewing you or the people who are interviewing you, you'll know right away if you get along with them and if you jive with them. And if you don't, you probably won't get the job and you probably won't want it anyways. So if you don't get the job, you know, you'll still be working towards your manifestation, but they're telling you to rest. You know, you might feel a little defeated, but I've had friends who told me they put out over 150 applications, went to like 20 job interviews before they landed a job. So sometimes it takes a while. And just remember, if you don't get this job, it's going to be because you yourself feel like you don't vibe there. And that will be a mutual thing. My best estimate is it's very likely you're going to get this job. I see the sun here. I see the foundation card. I feel like you can impress this person if you play it the right way. Be yourself, you know. Make sure you go in there balanced. Be patient. They might not call you right away. I feel like there's going to be a lot of interviews that they're doing over the holidays. And yeah, I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. And I hope that helps you, and sending you best of luck for your job interview. Remember that you're worthy. All right. So you guys, I'm shuffling these cards back in the deck. I pulled like half the deck for this last person. Want to make sure I'm thorough and that everyone really feels like they're getting an accurate and thorough message. Thank you to everyone who's being patient and waiting in line for their question to be answered. So anybody who's out there who's watching this who's still interested, I still have spots open. If you want to participate and you want your question to be answered, just send 1111 plus your question to paypal.me/rainbowharmony. So, and if you're interested, you just comment to find out what number in line you are after you pay. So somebody is typing in their question, John? All right, we're waiting for... Who? Okay, we're waiting for CNM to type in their question while I clear my energy. I love these live reading sessions. They're so much fun. I'm actually going to be using some of the money from this session to purchase a new deck or two because I feel like it's time. Anytime you bring a new deck into your life, it brings in a lot of new energy, which is why I'm not the kind of person that just goes out and just buys tons of decks. You guys know I just have my main 4 decks that I work with, but I'm excited because it's going to be a new year. I think I'm going to get a new... Drop any comments below if you have any suggestions on what deck I should get or what kind of decks you'd like to see me work with. And thank you for your support. Okay, so SG wants to know about how will my next job be like? What's the work environment gonna be like? Will I be satisfied with it? This is a really great question. This is something I can easily tap into. Aw, that's sweet. Wow, so I'm getting a lot of messages about your last job or about past job experiences here, and I can see why this is so important to you. I'm seeing a message about like you being a little hesitant about putting yourself out there and like applying to new jobs because you were caught in a toxic work environment in the past. And I know what that's like. That can literally ruin your entire life if you know, because you're spending so much of your time there. And so the first card I got was fulfillment, which is really beautiful. I'm also wondering if maybe you dated someone from work in the past. I feel like that was an issue, is like there was a heartbreak around the work environment or something like that, which made it rough for you. And now you're just looking to start over. And so the universe is telling you to stir many pots, like get a bunch of applications out there, shake a lot of hands, and even go in person to hand in. I know a lot of things are online these days, but sometimes you can just show up in person and like hand them your cover letter, your resume, or just ask to shake hands or to get a tour of the place. Sometimes some places will accept that. Sometimes they say no, and that's okay, but if they can put a face to a name, that's always really good and works in your best interest. These are just some tips for you. But this is talking about a career opportunity coming in the next 5 months. It could be sooner. This could also be talking about 5 weeks, but to be honest, I feel like it's going to take a couple more months for you. So just hang in there and continue to put yourself out there. You will receive this job opportunity. And let's kind of see what area it could be in. Something like something in the sciences or mechanics or engineering or something like that, if that rings a bell. Or it could be at a service, somewhere that offers this service. You might not like actually be the mechanic, but you could be someone running the front desk or something like that, if that makes sense. So I'm getting a message about that. I feel like the person that runs the place you're going to be working, like the boss, is somebody who has boundaries, which I think is really important. This is somebody who isn't like into the drama and isn't getting involved in the drama when it comes to like the coworkers and all the people that are working there. They're kind of, they maintain a really professional distance from people. And this isn't the kind of boss that's going to breathe down your neck and that's going to be, you know, micromanaging everything. And I think that was the problem in the past was like a narcissistic boss or something like that, which is the worst. You know, toxic people, narcissistic people sometimes tend to generate to the top of a work environment. And so I have so many clients who are coming to me talking about their toxic bosses or toxic manager, or just the hell that they go through every day, and just feeling like they're being bullied or picked on. And I feel like it's all of your cards that you've been through this before, and so it's just scary thinking about getting back out there. You're also an empath, so you're very sensitive. And I think this person, funny enough, your new boss is going to be a very sensitive person as well, but they kind of put a wall up, like a professional shield up, to where they don't really let many people in. So they're courteous, they're polite. I feel like they're a really good role model, and it 100% matters who the person at the top is, who the boss is, because they're the person who's setting the precedent for the energy of the entire business. And so I feel like this is really healthy, a very healthy dynamic, a healthy person. And I think they're looking for somebody exactly like you to fit in well at this team. Because I see like it's a job, it's almost kind of basic, but it's more like a team. And so you feel like you come into it, you're like a part of it. And then here's opportunities coming your way. And I think this person's very generous. So they like to give gifts. They like to give bonuses. They might even have something in place where, like, I had this one job where they had these, I don't know, just like you could earn like these points and like you could win something, or just like silly little things like that to kind of keep up the morale of the employees. And I feel like there's stuff like that at your job. And so it makes work fun, and it keeps you motivated and keeps you driven. And then I see this message about love for you, like a union. It could be you might have another office romance, or you might meet somebody there, or if you're with someone in love, they're going to be very happy for you and very supportive. It's going to make your love life better. I remember one of the most stressful times I've ever had, you know, while in a relationship with someone, was when I had a really crappy job. And I'd come home stressed out. I couldn't even spend time with my partner. I was just so always freaking out and upset about it. I feel like you're going to come home, you're going to be able to leave work at work, and you're going to be able to come home, and you're going to be able to be there and be present with your loved ones. And you're going to feel like you have more time in your life, because your thought space isn't going to be so occupied by the anxiety and by the drama and by the coworkers and the clients, all those things. Like, you're going to be able to actually just have that work-life balance you've always dreamed of. Your job could have to do with writing, or like approving documents or filing or something like that. And then, yeah, I see another coworker who's, there's a lot of men at this job, but they have a good role model, and they're respectful, and I feel like you'll fit in well. I feel like you'll feel safe at this job, which is very, very important. I also feel like your intuition will be celebrated. Like, people will ask you for your opinion, for your advice at this job, and that will be appreciated. It could even be part of your job description in a way, if that makes sense. And yeah, I see these two men. It might be the partners in the business, or the boss and then the manager, and they are, there's a lot of blessing around them, and that trickles down throughout the business. So I'm going to say overall, the work-life balance is going to be really good for you. This job is going to be, it's going to be, I feel like it's basic, but you get to be yourself. People appreciate your intuitive side, your creativity, and your ideas, and you have a voice. There's so many messages about a relationship. Either the job affects your relationship in a positive way. If you're single for some reason, you might be meeting somebody at this job, which is kind of funny. Time needs to pass. I don't see you getting this job until at least after the new year. It could be a couple months. And they're saying, just look for an environment that feels fun and kind of carefree. You know, you'll get a vibe off the people, not the company, when you visit. And I feel like you'll recognize this person. You'll recognize the boss when you shake hands with them. You'll be like, this is the person. Because they're very mild, they're kind of quiet, they're kind of soft-spoken, but they're also very strong and diplomatic, and they're very fair. And they really take pride in being the manager and running the place as best as they can. You'll also get this job will also respect your rest. Like, it's one of those jobs where, like, if you're sick, they're like, go home. Like, they don't force you to keep working. Have you had that problem in jobs before where like you're sick or you're tired, but you're like, I can't call off, I don't have any more sick days, or my boss is gonna kill me, or you know, I've worked some places where like the boss or whoever was in charge would come into work when they were sick, and they expected everyone else to do the same thing. And I think this person understands, like, if you're sick, you need to rest, you need to get well, and then you can be a better worker when you come back. And so I see, if your sick days run out, your boss will work something out for you. Like, they'll be understanding. You get all the time you need to rest and recover. And I think that is one of the most important things with a job. Like, if I was to look for a job, that would be the one thing I'd look for. Like, how many rest days do I get? You know, if I'm in an emergency, can I actually take time off without everyone being pissed off at me? And I see opportunities for you to move up at this job. Like, you'll be mentored and trained to move up. Like, as soon as you get there, a couple months in, you're getting mentored to move up right away. Like, they start training you on higher level things because they recognize they can trust you with it. And so, yeah, they're saying just look ahead to the future. Things are going to be better. There's many opportunities out there for you. You might be feeling kind of insecure right now just because you haven't landed this job yet, but it's there, it's coming. I feel it in your aura. Within 5 months, you will be working this new job. And I see you staying there for a while, you know, for a couple years. And I think it's more about the environment, more about the people. It almost becomes like a family with this new job. And I think that's what you're looking for. It's more about the people. It's more about how comfortable you are and like feeling accepted and like you're part of the team. So you can feel comfortable and confident and safe when you go into work. And these are very respectable people. Where can I sign up? I'm just kidding. I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you later. Peace out. So, clearing my energy like I do, shuffling the cards back in the deck. How many spots do we have left open, John?
Hang on.
Like a couple? No? Like one?
One left.
Okay, so I have one spot left. If anybody is watching and would like to participate and get a question answered, send $11.11 plus your question to paypal.me/rainbowharmony, and then you will be the last person in line, so you'll have to wait a little while. I'm doing 20 people. I think I've answered about 4 or 5 questions so far. This will be going on for 2 or 3 videos. There's one more spot left if you're interested. If you're one of the last people, I always do extra on your answer, just because I feel bad you have to wait so long. But yeah, one more spot open. Thank you guys so much for your support. Who's next, John? I know you're doing a lot over there.
Abigail.
Abigail? All right, answering Abigail's question now.
What's enough love is coming our way in 2019?
Okay. So Abigail wants to know if love is coming her way in 2019. Well, it's pretty cool because the number 9 in numerology stands for endings and beginnings. So a lot of people are getting a new beginning in love. And there's 2 specific gateways I see open for people in love. Of course, everyone's on their own timeline. But for many people, February, and then also the end of the end of July and the beginning of August, like kind of mid-July to mid-August, there's a huge window open then for people uniting in love, also in February. So we'll kind of see what's going on with this energy and kind of get you a prediction on perhaps when exactly this will happen. Ooh, maybe you're part of the February group. Yeah, there's definitely a relationship coming for you. All right, I'm getting some info about what you've recently been through. So it's all over your cards right now that you stepped away from a relationship that just was not serving you. Like, this was a very codependent relationship, and you guys obviously loved each other, but I see this information that the relationship became more of like a routine and more of a habit and more of a convenience and almost more of like a social kind of arrangement than it actually was like romantic. And I feel like that's what you're really looking for. You're looking for that kind of sweep you off your feet, passionate, romantic, soulmate, chemistry type of relationship. And I feel like that's exactly what you're manifesting. It was really difficult for you, but you cut those cords and you left this behind. And when you did that, that was like a declaration of, you know, trusting in true love and believing that it's still out there for you. So I feel like this is coming out because Spirit is like acknowledging the work that you've done to clear your energy and prepare for new love. And so, yeah, I see, what you need to do first is give the relationship with yourself a chance. You want to get to know yourself, and you've been doing that since the breakup. I feel like there's a little bit more work that needs to be done. This is also a message saying your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. There's a message that the person you dated last, your ex, reminded you a lot of one or both of your parents. And I see a message, you know, one or both of your parents was, perhaps your father was a little neglectful or harsh with you or absent from the picture. And so you kind of attracted your last partner as a way to kind of heal and clear some of those wounds. So there was a lot of healing as a result of the last relationship you were in. And at the end, you were left feeling very vulnerable, very exposed. But now you're gaining your confidence because you're learning how to be on your own again. And I feel like this is so important. You need to anchor into this energy. But of course, here's your desire for true love, for a relationship. You've made so many sacrifices to attract this into your life. So this is definitely a message. Yes, you will be in a relationship, a committed relationship by the end of 2019. And then we're even seeing very soon. This card also comes with another message though. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And I feel like this is cutting the final cord with your ex. I would even suggest that one night you light some candles, you sit down, you take deep breaths, and you imagine your ex sitting in front of you, and you imagine an energy cord going from their body to your body, and imagine an angel like Archangel Michael with this sword of light, or even just imagine that yourself cuts the energetic cord that's between you guys, and then say, I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you, I love you, I am free and you are free. Cut this cord and release this energy. I feel like that's just the final step for you preparing for this new love. But yeah, I do see this new love in your life. I feel like you're ready for it. And look, right when I said I see this new love, look, we pulled a new love card. I love it when stuff like that happens. Yeah, and you know, I pulled the wedding card, which is really interesting. Oftentimes this card can be talking about a marriage, but it does usually means, you know, like a committed relationship. But then we're pulling the engagement card. So it's very possible the next person you meet in 2019 could be the one, because it says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And I feel like you're at that place where you're just like, I don't want any more bullshit. Like I want to find my person. I'm sick of waiting. And you're just like, let's do this. I'm ready. And I think the stars are aligning to bring you what you want this year. And you've spent a lot of time disconnecting from love, and you've thought in the past about getting married. It's always been a dream, but the heartbreak with your ex left you feeling kind of like, I don't even want to think about that anymore. I just want to find the right person. And I think you will, and I actually think you'll be manifesting your dream. I do see you walking down the aisle, and this next person that's coming in your life is your soulmate. And so let's get any final messages for you about this person. Aw, I think that's really sweet. I think that they're reminding you that love is a worthy goal. This is a worthwhile goal. Sometimes we feel kind of silly to be like, oh, I want to manifest love. Like, I want to be in a relationship, or I want to get married. But the universe is saying, like, they've heard your goal. Like, they know what you want. They're aligning things to bring it for you. You're worthy. There's really nothing you have to do. You've been through a lot of entanglements, the thing with your ex and everything. They're reminding you that sometimes these karmic relationships are what we need in order to heal some of these old wounds. We tend to attract people into our life that are a match to our baggage. So our baggage and our trauma and everything gets mirrored to us in order for us to clear and to heal these things. And so you've kind of been through the ringer. You've passed all the tests per se. You've healed so much. And they're telling you to pay attention to the signs. You're probably going to start seeing 1111 everywhere because this next person coming in is a soulmate or a twin flame. It's all just labels, whatever you want to call it. But you'll be getting signs and messages around you that you're going to be meeting this person, that they're coming into your life. You're probably already seeing signs. So let's get you a time prediction. Okay. September. End of August, September seems to be when this person is going to come in. And yeah, you know, I thought with very soon, maybe it would be September or February, but I feel like it will be a little bit longer just because you do, you know, need to give the relationship with yourself a chance first, because that's the most important relationship in your life. Working on that self-love, spending a little bit more time being on your own. These could be the last single months of your life, so get everything off your bucket list. Do all the things you want to do. Prepare for higher love because it's definitely coming in your life, and I see around September is when you'll be meeting this person, if not sooner. But there seems to be a really, really strong energy around the month of September, and then we're pulling this 9, like the 9th month, and then it's like kind of fall colors, passion, fire, and like a crossroads, like a decision that's made, or like you hit the mark. And so, yeah, I feel like that's when the person will come in. So very soon, I'm so excited for you. I really think this could be it. We're seeing wedding and engagement. Ooh, that kind of gives me the chills. I hope that this resonates with you. I'm very excited for you and your new love and your new life. I hope you really enjoy 2019, and thank you so much for your support. So you guys, clearing my energy as always. Did someone purchase the last spot?
I don't see yet. I'm trying to confirm.
Okay.
What's your time limit at?
I think I gotta make another video. So you guys, we're gonna take just like a 3-minute break. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, and then I'm gonna start a new one, okay? Because these videos only let me go an hour long. Probably gonna be doing about 2 more of these videos. Anybody who's like last in line, just chill. Maybe do something in the background. If you want to listen to everyone else's messages, awesome. If anything comes out for you, that's great. Just kind of hang out, grab some food, relax, chill, and I'll be getting to your number in no time. So just give me a couple minutes. I'm going to ground myself, clear my energy, and then I'll start another video. Okay, guys? So join me over in the next video, and I'll see you very soon. Peace out. Oh, I'm going to upload this, by the way, so you guys can watch your messages again. Bye! See you soon!